begin, may I request all of you present here to put your hands together for InspiriaQ 2015. Okay then, so here we go. You have to scribble the answers, no negatives. Feel free to get some educated guesses down in your answer scripts, right? Here it goes. First question on the screen now. Okay, I hope that's readable to all of you, especially people at the back. If not, I'm going to read it out for your benefit. This is from the recently concluded tennis tournament. You can see Serena Williams, who was just 2 wins away from achieving what is known as a calendar Grand Slam. You know what a calendar Grand Slam is, right? Winning all the 4 majors in a calendar year. So she was just a win away from that before she lost out to Roberta Vinci in the semifinals of the recently concluded US Open. Now my question is pretty simple. Who was the last player to have achieved this calendar Grand Slam? Serena Williams, of course, did not achieve the calendar Grand Slam, Who was the last player to have achieved this? As we go along, I'll keep on giving you additional clues. So how many of you require that additional clue? Raise your hand. All of you know the answer. I'm super pleased with that. Okay, only a couple of you, right? Okay, let me put out a direct hint. I'm looking for a female tennis player. It happened some couple of decades back. So I've given you so many clues. Yeah, there is only one answer, right? Okay, moving on to question number 2 on the screen now. Let's see what we have. Bollywood should be easy for many of you. Something topical. Recently, which Bollywood actor has been recognized for his commendable contribution to cinema and art globally in the US city of Las Vegas? Las Vegas declaring this particular day upon the actor. So, is the dash day. Give me the name of the actor. Very, very popular actor. I'm sure none of you out here, I don't think there is a soul around here who hasn't heard the name of this actor. And additional clue could be that he's not a lead actor, right? He's not a lead actor. So don't think about the Ranbir Kapoors and the Shah Rukh Khans of the world. He's not a lead actor in that sense. Okay, moving on. Question number 3. What do we have? Talking about coffee. When in Darjeeling talk about tea and coffee, by Darjeeling I meant Darjeeling area. Talk about tea and coffee. So coffee is grown in around 70 coffee producing countries of the world. Which country is the largest producer of coffee and the second largest coffee consuming nation? You have to give me the name of the country which is the largest producer of coffee and the second largest coffee consuming country. Your direct clue could be it's not India. So if you're thinking about India, that's not the right answer. You need another clue? Whenever in doubt, China is not the right answer. So don't think about India or China. Think about coffee. So coffee from this country is pretty famous. Coffee is synonymous to this country. Can we have a round of applause for our chief guest? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Okay, we'll continue with our quiz. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. What do we have? We all know about the debacle that happened with Maggie. So after that debacle, what happened was a personality who also owns a pretty famous company came up with this, according to him, the healthy variety of noodles called atta noodles. So all you have to tell me is the name of the celebrity, the word celebrity, within quotation marks. Give me the name of the person or the company that he runs, who came up with this variety of noodles called the atta noodles. The name of the person might be easier. than the name of the company that he runs. So either would do. Okay. Moving on to question number 5. What do we have? Okay, this is again about a country. So you have to tell me the name of the country which is the largest, which has the largest Muslim population of Shia Muslims. Indonesia as a country has the most number of Muslims. Shia, Sunnis, all are taken together. But you have to give me the name of the country which has the most number of Shia Muslims. This country has been in the news of late due to some recent activities. So, which country am I referring to? Moving on. Question number 6. What do we have? Okay. Right. This again is something which is topical. So it's always a good idea to be aware of recent happenings. So the meat controversy in Mumbai and places. I am these days very, very careful about calling Bombay as Mumbai, even if I am at Siliguri. So this is not Bombay but Mumbai. There was this recent meat ban controversy, right? The meat ban was taken into effect due to a certain Jain festival. They'll give me the name of the Jain festival. Give me the name of the Jain festival for which this meat ban was sought to be imposed. I possibly cannot give you a clue on this because I need the name of the festival. Moving on. What do we have as question number 7? Okay, this is a very, very interesting question. Probably you need to hear me carefully because I am aware that the LED might not give you the best visual. So I'll read out the entire question in totality, right? Here we go. Alternative names of this important article is the button or the black box. So I'm looking for its more common name. It is alternatively called as the button or the black box. It has a metal construction and is made by the company called Zero Halliburton. The metal case is enclosed within a black leather jacket and the entire package weighs around 20 kilograms. Which extremely, now this part is the operative part of the question, which extremely important article is described here, or simply tell us which person is intended to use this article. So it's either ways. Either you give me the name of the person. By name of the person, I mean the chair that he holds, right? I'll give you a further explanation on this. Like if the answer were to be Gautam Bose, who's your quizmaster today, so I don't need my name, I need quizmaster, which is the post that I'm in today, right? So I need the name of the post who's the intended user of this very, very important piece of article, or tell me what is this article all about. Give me the other name of this article, the more common name. And it is very, very rarely used, very, very, very rarely used, but very important piece of article. Moving on, question number 8. Okay, my favorite topic, Avengers. In the Avengers universe, if Tony Stark is the Iron Man, Steve Rogers is the Captain, and Natasha Romanoff is the Black Widow, then how do we know the character of Clint Barton? Who's Clint Barton in the Avengers universe? Yeah, all of you who have seen movies from the Avengers universe would find this very, very simple. So I've taken out 3 possible answers, which is the Black Widow, the Iron Man, and Captain America. Apart from these 3, think of other names. Who do you think it's a major character? Who do you think is Clint Barton from the Marvel Universe or the Avengers team. Moving on to the next one. Question number 9. I have given you certain names. You have to tell me how are they all connected? In what particular way? Now I need a very, very specific answer for this one. In what particular way is the Catalan system, the Indian attack, the fried liver attack, Rai Lopez, Silicon Defense, Morphe Defense, and the Gambit? How are these names connected? And for this I need a very, very specific answer, otherwise no points. Now the operative part might be in the word gambit. The word gambit, English word gambit is very, very popular. Think where it comes from. So there is Rai Lopez, fried liver attack, the Catalan system, the Indian attack. What specific thing am I referring to through these systems? Moving on, question number 10. Simple, very, very simple. You need to give me the name of an Indian city which gets its name from an episode in the Ramayana wherein Lakshman cut off the nose of Surpanakha. We all know Surpanakha's nose was cut off by Lakshman. So which well-known Indian city gets its name from the fact that this was the place where Lakshmana cut off Surpanakha's nose? See, the idea of a quiz always is to work out answers. It's not possible for everybody to know each of the answers, right? You need to be making yourself an expert at the art of reductions. So think of, well, I'm not going to say any further because this is really, really simple, I believe. Moving on to question number 11. We have 20 questions in all. Now, before I read out this question, all of you listen to me carefully. No need to read out that question right away. You will see there is an asterisk mark aside the question number. So question number 11 to 15 or is it 16? Okay, we'll come to know. So certain questions have been earmarked as the weighted questions, so to speak. So those are the tiebreaker questions. Only top 16s would make it on stage. In case there is a tiebreaker for the last spot, teams who have more number of correct star marked entries, they automatically qualify, right? So these star marked questions are very, very important. Try and answer them. Now the question. Jyoti Basu still now holds the record of being the longest serving chief minister in India. Who comes second in this list? If Jyoti Basu still holds the record as the longest serving chief minister of India, who comes second in the list? Jyoti Basu, of course, is no more. And this person is all set to break the record of Jyoti Basu very soon. Mind you, I need the name of the person, not the political party that he is from, not the state that he is from. I need his name. So please don't write the Congress, okay, I'm non-political, but what the hell, we can always crack some Congress jokes. Okay. The Congress that, the winning streak that they are in, it's not very likely that the answer would be a congressman. Longest serving chief minister. Yeah. Don't look serious, yeah, that was a joke, yeah? And please don't think of Rahul Gandhi as the answer. Everything to do Congress does not begin and end with Rahul Gandhi. No more jokes. I have to go back to my hotel. Okay. Moving on. Question number 12. Two back-to-back questions from politics. What connects the Samajwadi Party, Mulayam Singh's party, the Telugu Desam Party, and the Jammu and Kashmir's National Panthers Party? So there are these three political outfits, parties. One is from J&K. One is from Uttar Pradesh. The other one is from Andhra, Telangana region. So what connects these three political parties? Again, very, very simple. It would be much more difficult to work out the answer from the Jammu and Kashmir party. Rather think about the Samajwadi party and try and connect it to the Telugu Desam party. The other party could be a cursory clue. Okay, moving on to question number 13 now. We are still on with the star mark questions. This is again a question that I love. I've shown you the picture of an animal which is called the markhor. It also finds its place pretty place of pride on the currency, on the national currency of a particular country. It's a large species of wild goat found in certain parts of the world. Now, this species was classed by the IUCN as an endangered animal until 2015, when it was downgraded to the list of near threatened. So, this is the national animal of which country? Markhor is the national animal of which country? Mind you, it's a goat, a wild one at that. It's called markhor. So the diction of this particular word might give you a clue. If it is called markhor, it's very unlikely that the country would be in Europe, right? Think. Moving on to question number 14 now. Let's see what we have. A question from the world of currency and coinage. The symbol shown in the picture is of which world currency? Now, the name of the currency literally translates to quote unquote to chop or to cut. The name of this currency literally translates to cut or to chop. Which currency am I talking about? Again, this you need to work out. There are not too many world currencies who have their own currency symbol, right? This is one of them. And this symbol came pretty late. It's not from antiquity, it's rather recent happening. Okay, moving on to number 15, the last of the star mark question. It's a long one, but nonetheless an interesting one. I'm going to show you a picture which is going to appear in some time of a temple which is located in Manali. Probably the only temple of its kind in the world. It is dedicated to a Rakshas, not to a god, but to a Rakshas. According to legend, the Rakshasa is said to have performed meditation and lived here with her brother. So it's a her, okay? A lady Rakshas. She vowed to marry anybody who would defeat her brother. During the Pandavas' exile when they visited Manali, one of the 5 Pandava brothers killed him, thereby marrying the Rakshasa. So name this temple. Right? There is a temple named after a Rakshasa. She vowed that anybody who would defeat her brother in a duel, she would get married to him. Now, one of the Pandava brothers did manage to do that, and they ended up marrying. And they had an offspring as well. Let's have a look at the picture. That's the temple. So you have to give me the name of the temple. People who have visited Manali, like this is one of the must-visit places in Manali. Anybody who has gone to Kulu Manali region, I'm sure would have visited this temple. Very, very beautiful location, surrounded by trees. Okay, moving on. Very, very volatile place indeed. Which place is this? People standing in attention. Exact name required, mind you. So you could give me either the abbreviated name or the acronym. Either would do. So there is a shorter name, there is an expanded name. You could either give me the abbreviation or the acronym. Mind you, you can work out the answer by the fact that this is a very, very extremely volatile military situation there, always perennially existing there. What is this place? Moving on to the next one, which is number 17. Okay. Being a Bengali, can't be from asking questions from cuisine and culinary, right? So this is one of those food questions. The food in question is very, very popular. It's an Arabic meat dish. It's popular Arabic meat dish where lamb, chicken, turkey, beef, veal, or any other mixed meat could be prepared. They are placed on a rotating vertical split in restaurants. So if you see, I'm sure there is one at City Center Siliguri also, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it keeps on rotating. So there is a large chunk of meat which is placed onto the vertical rotary split, and it keeps on rotating. So it keeps on cooking for a day or two, and you need to carve out the meat from the chunk of meat. It's an Arabic dish, very, very popular. You could have it just as a meat, or you could have it with a pita. Pita is, of course, a bread. So, what is this dish called? It's an Arabic name, but very, very familiar to most of us Indians as well. Okay, moving on. I'll be very disappointed if teams don't get the right answer to this one. I get disappointed when people don't get answers to my food questions. Okay, now I'm going to play out an audio clip for you. Listen to this carefully from an yet unreleased Bollywood movie. It's going to release very, very soon. No, it has released actually. When I prepared the question, it wasn't released. It has just about released. So yeah, some people already know the answer, it seems. Cool. So who's the singer? You have to give me the name of the singer. Play. Dada, volume lag mein laptop hai. Boys are smiling for a completely different reason and girls are smiling for a different reason altogether. We'll discuss about the reason in a while. And girls, don't get lost with the beauty of the song. You need to answer as well. Don't give up the answer, anybody. How many of you think have the right answer? Raise your hand. Oh, only few. Let me tell you, this is probably the easiest question of my entire quiz. So if you don't get this, the other hint that I could give you on this one is direct clue. Kapil Sharma Comedy Nights. Yeah, this person came there, he sang this song. So think. Moving on, the penultimate question, question number 19. This is rather something that is in your geography textbooks. You have to give me the mountain, the name of the mountain. Which geographical feature has three volcanic cones called the Kibo, the Mawenzi, and the Shira, and is located in Tanzania? It is located in Tanzania. Which mountain range am I talking about? And again, very, very famous. So when you are talking about Africa, probably this is the first name that should come up in your mind. Okay, I need where are the InspiriaQ volunteers? I don't see. You are not helping out the teams, right? Okay. So we are going to go to the last question. Once I'm done with it, you are going to collect all the answer scripts, right? And for all the teams who are first-time participants in any form of quizzing, before you submit your answer scripts, please ensure that you have written the names of all the 4 members, the name of your school, or any other details that has been sought for. Because even if you legitimately qualify and there isn't a team name or a institute name, we are not going to call you up on stage, right? So that's very, very important. Okay, and now moving on to the last question of the elimination round. Question number 20. Very, very evocative, at least to me. Whenever I find these automobiles, well, I skip a beat. What are these doors called? Again, I keep on repeating this. The idea of any quiz is never to test how much you know, but to test, at least with my quizzes, I always try and test people with how much they can work out the answer logically. You might not know the name of these doors. Just try and think imaginatively. How do they look? Don't they look like a certain creature? Hence, they get their name. So these rows are hinged at the top and not at the sides. What are these kind of? There are two plausible names. Give me either one. That would suffice. Okay, so I'm going to break away from quizzing protocol because generally we do a repeat of the entire set. But since we started pretty late and I have to conserve my energy because I don't know if all of you are aware, we have two back-to-back quizzes today. After the inter-school quiz, we will have a lunch break, a quick lunch break, and follow it up with a inter-college quiz. Okay, all set? Let's go to the first question. What did I ask? Serena Williams and calendar Grand Slam. So who was the last player? Raise your hand. Who wants to answer? Don't be shy. Yeah, I saw your hand first.
Steffi Graf.
Steffi Graf. What's your name? Not Steffi Graf, I assume. What's your name? Sorry?
Ankita Subba.
Ankita knows all about Steffi Graf. Let's have a round of applause for her. Well done. Very, very good answer. Steffi Graf. What are the prizes? Apart from YY, we have pork. Oh, good. Ankita, you have a choice between pork and YY. Now, if I give you pork, you have to share it with me. Which one do you want? You prefer pork? I'll give you pork. And no, you don't have to share it with me. Okay, one more. Since you cut, here you go. You missed your own catch. Perfect contender to join the Indian national cricket team. Okay. What I'm doing on stage, let me go there. And what you need to do is keep on supplying the prizes to me, right? Okay. So we have lots and lots of prizes. Once we run out of the prizes, we are going to ask our guests, faculty members to give away their own personal belongings. So keep on answering. Okay, so what I do is, I love asking questions which are not part of the main quiz because that would be there. Let me ask some other questions as well, right? Okay. You seem to be very interested. Inspiria volunteer. You watch some football? No. You don't watch? Doesn't matter. Don't feel shy. What's your name?
Srijana.
So you are a student or can't be faculty, right? You're a student, right? He is very interested. What's your name?
Vikas Mittal.
Mr. Mittal is very interested to give away the prizes to. What did you say your name is? Srijana. Srijana to Mr. Mittal. You want to ask? You want to do my duty, which is ask a question? No. You just want to give the prizes. Okay. If she gets it right, you are going to give the prizes in a different way, as if you are proposing with a YYU. That would be lovely, right? How many of you have seen a proposal with a YY noodles? Yeah? So you better answer. Or even if you know the answer, better don't answer if you don't want him to give you the proposal or the prize. Yeah? So all of you. Okay, let me ask a very simple, just to make his life easier. I'll ask a very easy question. ISL is coming up in, it's starting from the 2nd or the 3rd of October, I think. 3rd? Okay, 3rd of October. Okay, so Atletico de Kolkata, there are 3 owners. The Kolkata football ISL team, there are 3 owners. But who is the celebrity principal owner of? His heartbeat is getting faster. Better get this right. Who is the principal owner of Atletico de Kolkata? You need further clues? Okay, the principal owner was a sports person, very, very famous sports person from a different sport. Who's the owner? Take a guess, yeah. Who's the main owner of the football club? Who's the main owner of the football club? Now this person was a player in his own time, but he played cricket. I'm trying my best, Mr. Mittal. You want a clue? His name starts with a S.
Mr. Ganguly.
That doesn't start with a S. She is not at all happy. She's a Mr. Ganguly. Let's have a round of applause for her. Well done, Saurabh Ganguly. And now the YY noodles, but you know the drill. Okay, can I have all the photographers? You don't need to give that many prizes, yeah? First proposal में इतने prizes नहीं देना चाहिए. Yeah, very good. You are a Mittal, so I should have guessed. You would give only one prize. Okay, so all of you need to clap, Mr. Mittal. Let's see how you give the prize to her. Bend on your knees. Come on, that's not fair. Yeah, well done. Mr. Mitchell, I made your day, okay? And you please don't kill me. I'm not going to take any responsibility for what happens after this. Okay? Yeah, so, and I love the way, by the way, you said Mr. Ganguly. Saurav Ganguly, right? You meant that. Okay. Let me ask a few more questions. What else? No more proposals? Don't propose to me, come on, I'm afraid. Okay. Let me come up to this side. All our faculty members or parents? Faculty members? This row? Faculty members of Inspiria. Let me not embarrass you. I'll come to you later. So, let me think of easy question. I love the way he has put his beard, right? Now, this is all about quizzing, you know. You keep on learning from whatever you see around you. Not his exact style, but after the movie Dil Chahta Hai, the way Amir Khan kept his goatee here, it had a very specific name. Can anybody tell me? I'm sure all of you have watched Dil Chahta Hai, right? All of you have watched Dil Chahta Hai, Amir Khan. If you haven't, please do watch it. So what particular fashion statement it began from there? I won't say it began, but it generally popularized that particular style of wearing a goatee. So you have hair only down below your lower lip. Can anybody give me the name of that style of wearing goatee? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. First, let me ask you, how many of you have seen that style in the movie? Please raise your hand. Don't feel shy, you can raise your hand higher up. Okay. So, take a try. Don't consult your partner. He doesn't have that goatee. No? Okay. It's called a soul patch. S-O-U-L, soul patch. Okay? So that is the name of the style. Probably you can try that style. Yeah? It's very, very sexy. Yeah. Okay. Now, next one. Sorry, I couldn't give a prize on that one just because I love this style of beard, so I asked this. But let me ask something in which I can give you a prize. Okay. So the last one before we proceed to the next question. Simple question. Okay, how many of you want me to ask a question on cricket? Raise your hand. Cricket would do. Okay, I saw your hand first, so you will get a first crack at it. Simple question on cricket to you. Who holds the record for having the most number of consecutive man of the matches in the final of any tournament? You got my question? Man of the match in the finals, most number of man of the match in the finals consecutively. I'll come to you in a while. Take a try. In one day, by the way, in one day. Kapil Dev, no. In the later part of his career, he was not at his best, so it was highly unlikely. Yeah, you wanted to have a crack? Adam Gilchrist, no. It's not consecutive, no. Mind you, I'm talking about consecutive. Yuvraj Singh is not consecutive. Any other answers? While in Bengal, think of some. Ricky Ponting is not consecutive, no. Mind you, I'm looking for consecutive. Okay. Sorry? Kumara Sangakkara is a good name. He has got lots of man of the matches, but not consecutive. That's not his record. Sachin Tendulkar, no. It's not Sachin Tendulkar. People are missing a very, very important name. Why so? Yeah. Saurav Ganguly. How many of you have heard that name? People, if they, though it is a little earlier than your time, the generation that we are surrounded with today, but he was at the peak of his form during the late 90s, early 200s, that period. He was almost anything he would touch would turn gold, right? Absolutely. Please put your hands together for him. So people who remember the matches that he played in Canada and that period, he was absolutely wonderful. Can I request all of you to put your hands together loudly once again for him? Very, very nice. Yeah, we give him some viral. Mr. Ganguly again, of course. So my two Ganguly questions done with. Let's proceed to the next one. Question number 2. Let's see. Okay, which is this actor? I'm going to go a little faster now. I've given you some clues. Yeah, right at the back. You can stand up and shout so that I can hear you. Yeah, right at the back. Can't hear you. Shout it loud. Anupam Kher, well done. Please put your hands together for him. Anupam Kher. Wonderful answer, Anupam Kher. This has happened only recently. People might have imagined that Las Vegas would bestow this honor upon one of the leading heroes, either of the Khans or the Hrithik Roshans of the world, but this was done on Anupam Kher. Okay, very, very quickly, only these two rows probably. And don't shout out the answer, okay? Only for these two rows. Who's the famous wife of Anupam Kher? Raise your hand and answer quick. Yeah, there. Kiran Kher, well done. Please put your hands together for her and some YY noodles. Give her a couple of packets of YY and one packet of pork. Yeah, well answered. Kiran Kher, now a politician as well. Moving on to question number 3. Coffee. Which country grows you just won a prize, not to you. Yeah. Sir, Brazil. Brazil hasn't been knighted. You mean Brazil. Okay, any other answers? He says Brazil. Yeah, at the back? Can't hear you. No? Any other answers apart from Brazil? No? Ghana is not a bad guess. It's a good guess, but that's not the right answer. Actually, I have got the right answer. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. Well done. See, I have a really, really long day ahead of me. I have the entire finals left. So I assume if you don't encourage all the teams by clapping really, really hard, I'm going to get bored. Yeah? So somebody got Brazil right. Well done. And I've given you the entire chart as per the coffee production of the country. Brazil tops it. Ghana coffee is also very famous. Okay, moving on. So is coffee from Colombia. Okay, who's this? Either the person or the organization. Have you got a prize already? You are regular quiz teams? No. Bolo. Patanjali. And who owns it? What was your answer? Same? They think Baba Ramdev is the answer. And when he is not teaching yoga, he is cooking Maggi noodles. Not Maggi, but noodles, yeah. Let's have a look. Well done. Okay, so people who are checking, I need either of the two. दोनों में से कोई भी है तो चलेगा. बाबा रामदेव भी चलेगा, पतंजलि भी चलेगा. ठीक है? People who are checking. Baba Ramdev या Patanjali. Spellings don't matter as long as it is close enough to the answer that I'm looking for. It's not a spelling dictation competition, so spellings don't matter. Okay, moving on to the next one. The country with the largest Shia Muslim population. Who wants to take a try? Yeah? Iran or Iraq? Which one? You first said Iraq. Make up your mind. It's Iraq or Iran? Iran. Of course, the wrong answer. No. Any other answers? Never trust a quiz master. He could mislead you. Okay, I've heard. So you finally said Iraq. Iran, not Iraq. Okay, Iran I've heard. Any other answers? Any other answers? Yeah. Saudi Arabia. It's an overwhelming Sunni population there. No, it's not Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Iraq. So if it's not Iraq, it's Iran. Yeah, the faculty members, what do you think might be the answer? Iran. Sure about that? Let's have a look at the answer. He is pretty confident. Well done. Iran is indeed the answer. So let's give him some prize. And somebody said Iran from here. Please raise your hand so that we can give you some prizes. Yeah, some prizes up here. हाथ जरा ऊपर उठाओ ताकि हम आपको देख सकें. Otherwise you don't get any prizes. Okay, Iran. Yeah, people who are checking, once again, please listen to me carefully. I don't need an entire explanation. That was part of the question. The only answer is Iran. That's it. Okay? As long as the name Iran is there, full marks. Moving on. Can we move on to the next one, please? Yeah, meat controversy recently. What is the name of the Jan festival? You seem to know all the answers. What is it? Team 19. Yeah, Team 19 knows all the answers. No, not you. Yeah, you want to take a try?
The Bakrid.
Bakri, Jain festival. Jain, any Jains present here, dharma brushed ho jayega.
पुष्पकदान
No? Pushpak Dan. Lovely concept. Pushpak Dan karte hain. Acha, no. Yeah. Mahavir Jayanti. So whenever it's about the Jain festival, think of Mahavir Jayanti. No, that's not the right answer. Any other Jain festival names that you know? Yeah, your hand is pretty high. How do you pronounce that? Pronounce. How do you pronounce that? Paryushan. Not pollution, right? Prayushan. Parayushana or Parayushan. Well done. Let's have a look at the answer. Probably they are the only team who got that right. Please clap for them. Please clap for them. Very, very well answered. It's also known alternatively as Das Lakshana. Okay? So either of that two would do. Read papers, yeah. This was like all over the news still is in the news for some strange reason in the last 10 days or so. Okay, moving on. Next one, question 7. Can I read that from here? Okay, what is this? I need the alternative name. Or anybody who could explain to me what am I talking about? Yeah. You could explain to me on the microphone so that all the audience can also listen.
It could be the flight recorder on an aeroplane.
Because I said black box, so of course had to be the flight recorder. Any other answers? Yeah? Regular quiz teams? You have the same answer? Flight recorder? Of course not. Then it would have been really simple. Yeah. I'm really hoping you get the right answer. I'm looking for the name. Okay, that's the explanation. Could you give me the more popular alternative name of this? Has any one of you watched those, US disaster movies, and more often than not, you would see the US president carrying a suitcase with him containing the US missile nuke launch codes. It's called the nuclear football. It's codenamed nuclear football. So that's the right answer. Let's have a look at the answer. That's the black box. So that carries the nuclear launch codes. You know, sometimes if you like the question also, you can clap, right? So they came really close actually. So we'll give you some clues. Okay, now I need to do some explanation to people who are checking on this. The exact appropriate answer would be nuclear football. Full marks for that. But whoever has even explained it with words like nuclear launch codes, suitcase containing launch codes, or something to that effect, full marks. Okay? So any kind of, as long as the word launch codes or nuclear launch codes, some such is there, full marks. How many of you got that right except for that team? Please raise your hand. How many of you got that right? Only one team, 2 teams, 3 teams. Okay, well done. Okay, moving on. Watch those movies now, White House Down and all those kind of movies. Okay, Avengers, this is really, really simple. Only a couple of fans. I thought all of you would know this. Yeah? One? Jeremy Renner is the name of the actor, yeah. I need the character. So, which one have you written? No points for Jeremy Renner. Come on, yeah, it's obvious. I'm writing about Tony Stark, I'm writing about Captain America. You don't need to write Jeremy Renner. I've got the right answer. Let's have a look at the answer, please. This is the Hawkeye. Okay, yeah, all of you can clap. Don't be shy. Whoever got that right, Hawkeye is the right answer. Hawkeye. No other answers would do. People who have written Jeremy Renner, no points. Of course, no points. Hawkeye. Moving on to the next one. What are these? How can you connect all these names? I can see a hand right there at the back. I don't want to walk such a long distance. No, you have already answered. Have you answered? You haven't. Okay. Chess openings. Can you explain further? You need not be a popular player, but any player. Okay. So what he says is, in a game of chess, there is something called the opening moves, right? In chess. So these are all opening moves in a game of chess. Well done. Please clap your hands for them. Well done. Very, very clever answer. Chess opening moves. Chess moves, okay, though that's technically not correct because opening moves and moves are different. If anybody has written chess moves and not mentioned the word opening, you give them half, 2 ka half, which is 1. Okay? Full points for chess opening moves and 1 point for chess moves. Only chess, okay, 1. 1 point for chess moves. No points for cricket moves, football moves. Yeah. Chess attacks. I'll attack you by giving you 1. Yeah. Any sort of that is 1. Okay? The word opening was very, very important. Because there are millions and millions of moves. These are opening moves. Okay, moving on. Question number 10. We have to conclude this by 1. So I'll try and rush further. So which city is this? Yeah, right there at the back. No, not you. Right there at the back. On my left. Yeah, please stand. Yeah. Bolo. Nashik. Nak ka matlab Nashik. So Nashik. Well done. Please clap for him. Well done. Good answer. Nashik. सूर्पनखा का नाक कटा था वहां पे इसलिए नाशिक. Spellings don't matter as long as it sounds close enough to Nashik. Okay? Don't be too strict on spellings. Moving on to number 11. I'm sure all of you would have got this. If you haven't, I'll be very, very surprised. Yeah. Of Pawan Chamling of Sikkim. That is what he says. Well done. Please clap for him. Very, very good. Pawan Chamling. Okay, on this I need the name of the person. People who have written CM of Sikkim or Sikkim CM would get 1 point, half. Pawan Chamling अगर है तो full points. 2 points for Pawan Chamling, only 1 point for the CM of Sikkim. Moving on, question 12. What connects all these parties? Why the same hands again and again? Now this lot is pretty quiet. How do you think you can connect these 3 political parties? Think about the symbol, yeah. So all of them are members of the UPA alliance, except for the fact that the Congress is not there. No, it's not the UPA alliance. TDP is not in the UPA alliance, by the way. They are in the NDA. No, not for you. Any other? Yes, sir. Bolun. সমাজ নামটা তো আছে আমার কোশ্চেন হচ্ছে এই তিনটেকে কানেক্ট কি করে করতে পারে কমন কি এই তিনটে পার্টির মধ্যে কমন কি কোন জিনিসটা কমন এই তিনটে পার্টির মধ্যে সমাজবাদী পার্টি তেলুগু দেশম পার্টি আর কাশ্মীরের প্যান্থার্স পার্টি हैव यू गॉट अ प्राइज ऑलरेडी यू हैव इट ओके प्राइज बाईसाइकिल एक्सप्लेन क्या बाईसाइकिल क्या आप पार्टी के मेंबर बनोगे तो आपको बाईसाइकिल मिलेगा अच्छा all of them have the same political election symbol and that is of the bicycle. That is what he says. Let's have a look at the answer. Well done. Please clap for him. Very, very well answered. সবার ইলেকশন চিহ্নটা হচ্ছে বাইসাইকেল সমাজবাদী পার্টি ইলেকশন সিম্বল ইজ দ্য বাইসাইকেল so is the symbol of the Telugu Desam party and the Panthers party from J&K. Yeah, logos are same. No, logo is not the right way to put it, but anybody who hasn't explained the concept by writing bicycle is the specific answer that I'm looking for. But কেউ যদি bicycle না লিখে শুধু লিখে থাকে election symbols are the same, we give them 1 point. And if anybody has written bicycle is the election symbol, full points. ठीक है? Bicycle as the election symbol, full points. And anybody who has written election symbols are same would get half the credit. Moving on to 13. Markhor is the national animal of which country? These girls. I want an answer from you girls. Yeah. Give me the name of the country. Markhor. Take a guess. Bolivia. Markhor नाम सुनने से Bolivia तो नहीं लगता है. Does not sound Bolivian. Yeah. Sir, Bhutan. Sir, Bhutan. No, it's not Bhutan. Okay. Any other answers? I've got Bolivia. I've got Bhutan. What do you think is the answer? Australia. ना. Markhor नामটা শুনতে Australian মনে হচ্ছে কি? না. Any other answers? It's not Australia, it's not Bhutan. Pakistan. Our lovely neighbors. Our lovely peaceful neighbors who are always ready to hug us. Let's see. Let's have a look at the answer. Well done, please clap for him. Pakistan. Now try and think of the answer. Marco, doesn't it suit Pakistan in a way? Yeah. Marco. Moving on to question number 14. Okay, for this, no points at all for the name of the country. I need the name of the currency. The question explicitly mentions that. I need the name of the currency, not the name of the country. Yeah? Peso, just because there is a P there. I thought of giving out a clue that the P might not be literal translation of the name of the currency. In their language it is P, but not in English. It's not the peso. Any other answers? Any other answers? What is the currency of Russia? Anybody give me the currency of Russia? The ruble. Let's have a look at the answer. Let's have a look at the answer, please. The Russian ruble or the ruble. Yeah. Yeah, only 3 teams or 2.5 teams clap. All of you need to clap for the question. Russian ruble or ruble. Currency of Russia, no points. I need the word ruble. Moving on to 15. Okay, let's go to the next one and see the picture also. Who do you think is this temple dedicated to? Again, 4 teams. So 2 teams on this side, 2 teams on that side. So those 4 teams seem to know most of the answers. No. I want an answer from people who haven't answered yet. Rakshasa. Think. Yeah, think of an answer. কোনো রাক্ষসের নাম ভাবো বাবা বলো বলো নিজের নাম বলো না বন্ধুর নামও বলো না হিডিম্বা ওরে বাবা তো মন্দিরটার নাম হিডিম্বা হিডিম্বি রাদার হবে টেকনিক্যালি মেয়ে তো হিডিম্বি হবে তাহলে হিডিম্বা না so that's a guess well answer that's the right answer please clap for it that's the right answer this is the Hidimbi Devi temple or the Hidimbi temple Hidimba noy kintu Hidimba is the name of her brother so Hidimbi is the name that I'm looking for किसी ने अगर हिडिम्बा लिखा है तो उसको एक अंडा नो मार्क्स हाँ हिडिम्बा के लिए अंडा हिडिम्बी is the right answer just by a show of hand how many of you have gone to this temple raise your hand so only a couple of people sir you have been there so this is very you have been there yeah people who visit Manali this is a must visit place okay moving on question number 16 what is this place very volatile place very volatile yeah you sorry FBI State Bank of India FDI পুরো বলো expanded form what does it stand for Federal of Bureau Investigation না বাবা Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI এরকম ভাবে attention এ কেন দাঁড়িয়ে থাকবে FBI তে no it's not the FBI yeah and what is it called I can't give you any points for that I'm so sorry you've got the concept right but I need the name of the place right যেমনি ভাবে আমার কোয়েশ্চেনের কোনো আনসার যদি ক্যালকাটা হয় and if you say well a city which lies on the banks of the river Hooghly and is the capital of West Bengal তাহলে বললে no points বলো technically that's not the right answer because technically that line goes to that's a long line right which technically divides the 2 countries this particular place is called the DMZ or the demilitarized zone how ironic is the most militarized place in the entire world probably and it's called the DMZ or the demilitarized zone this is the border between North and South Korea let's have a look at the answer so the answer that I'm looking for is either Korean demilitarized zone or DMZ এটাই একমাত্র আনসার border between North Korea South Korea 1 point 1 point for border between North Korea and South Korea 38th parallel के लिए 1 point 38th parallel gets 1 point border between North and South Korea gets 1 point और किसी ने अगर DMZ या demilitarized zone लिखा है तो 2 points. Yeah. Korean military base 1. Very clever. Korean military base যে কোনো শহরে হতে পারে. Necessarily it need not be in Korea itself, but 1 point for that. Okay. Question number 17. What is this? I'm hoping all of you get this answer. Yeah. Somebody's mouth is watering. What's your answer? Yeah, you. So what? Take a guess. I'm not going to penalize you if you're wrong. কনসেপ্টটা বুঝতে পেরেছো তো? বিটটা লাগানো থাকে রোটারিতে ঘুরে দেখেছো নিশ্চয়ই কি নাম ওটা? কি মিট বলে? ইয়া কাবাব। নো কাবাব তো ওরকম ভাবে কেটে কেটে খেতে হয় না, কাবাব প্রিপেয়ার্ড আসে। বারবিকিউ না, ইটস নট বারবিকিউ। বলো কি? শামা। শাওমা। Can you spell it? How do you spell that? Shama. Oh, close enough. Anybody wants to take it from there? He is very, very close. Shawarma. It's called shawarma. Let's have a look at the answer while your mouths water. That's called the shawarma. Yeah, please clap. Whoever wants to clap, you can. Again, spellings are not important. Anybody who has come close to something like shawarma, full points. Ke bolo ekhane shawarma prize diye dao. You have given it? Good. You're all pumped up after that lovely proposal. Well done. Okay. Shawarma. Moving on to 18. Okay, can we play the song once again? Just to remind audience, what will we play? Sound even dada laptop pe. Okay, who wants to answer this? Lovely, lovely song. गानों का आजकल ऑटो करेक्ट থাকে. You need not be a good singer. Okay, we can please that. Please please the song. Okay, let me see people who haven't yet got a prize. You haven't got a prize yet, right? Yeah, what's your answer? সুরেশ রায়না, সে তো ক্রিকেট খেলে, গানও করে। করেছে মনে হচ্ছে। Let's have a look at the answer, please. বাজাও। Yeah, let's listen to the song. দাদা ভলিউম দেবেন।
तू मिली सब मिला और क्या मांगू मैं।
Okay, we can increase that.
तू मेरी
Yeah. It's always a wise move for any Indian cricketer to have an alternative career. You never know when you are going to be back to pavilion, so. Pretty good voice though. How many of you was at Kapil Sharma show when Suresh Raina came? You've seen that, right? So he sang this song. Okay. Okay, additional prizes. Anybody who can give me the name of the film? Anybody who can give me the name of this film? बोलो. किस किस को प्यार करूं? उसमें कपिल शर्मा है नहीं, सुरेश रैना का गाना उसमें नहीं है. मेरठिया गैंगस्टर अपने बारे में डिस्क्रिप्शन है या फिल्म का नाम है? अच्छा. He says Meeruthiya Gangsters. Well done. Please clap for it. Very, very good answer. Meeruthiya Gangsters. Now, people who might be wondering as to why Suresh Raina, out of all people, would sing a song in a movie, the reason is, well, not that difficult to assume. Given the fact that his wife is from Meerut. Meerut is a place which is close to Delhi, right? So his wife comes from the city of Meerut, and the director of the movie happens to be a close enough friend of his wife, of Suresh Raina's wife. So they apparently requested him to sing a song just as additional value to the movie. That's why he sang. Okay, moving on to the penultimate one, question 19. What is the name of the geographical landmark? Yeah, right there. I saw a hand there at the back. Bolo, okhane pechone. Ha bolo, uthe bolo, chachao. Kilimanjaro. Very well answered. Please clap for it. Wonderful answer. Kilimanjaro, of course. Kilimanjaro. Very good answer. You people got that? You got that? Kilimanjaro? Okay. Okay, the last one, question number 20. What are these called? Think logically. Think logically. কে এখনো প্রাইজ পাইনি বলো তুমি? Yeah. Gull wing. কেন? মানে জানতে না লজিক্যালি ভাবলে সিগাল থেকে গাল উইং সিগাল যখন ফ্লাই করে এরকম উইংস হয় let's have a look at the answer somebody is laughing yeah that's the answer well done very clever answer please clap well done very good answer the seagull doors or the gull wing doors they seem like the wings of a seagull hence the gull wing কিংবা seagull এই দুটোর মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা নাম থাকলেই হবে seagull বা gull wing okay so those were the 20 odd questions that I asked you for the elimination round we are going to need another 2 minutes to tabulate and come up with the results I am hoping that we do not have a tiebreaker but let's see let's keep our fingers crossed I'll be back with you live in another 2 minutes but all of you are requested to stay back please don't move around because it would be difficult again to restart the entire thing we are going to be back live in 2 minutes.